Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a Kinich listener by me. So let's get into it. You hummed softly as you rummaged through your closet, pulling out an outfit for the evening. The day had been long, and the thought of relaxing with Kinich later filled you with warmth. As you started to change, the door creaked open, and you turned just in time to see Kinich step in, his eyes widening as he froze mid-step. "Oh, I didn't realize you were changing," he muttered, clearly caught off guard. You quickly pulled your shirt up to cover yourself, cheeks flushing. "Kinich, don't you knock?" A smile tugged at his lips, but he made no immediate move to leave, despite the very faint blush on his cheeks. "I usually do not need to," he replied, and the little tease was not lost on you. His eyes, however, were filled with an apologetic warmth as he took a step back, one hand raised in mock surrender. "I wasn't trying to." He shook your head, your embarrassment softening into a smile. "I know, but still, you can't just waltz in like that." He laughed softly, rubbing the back of his neck as he leaned against the doorframe, his usual confidence now replaced with a touch of bashfulness. "Well, I've definitely seen worse, but if you want me to go." You couldn't help but roll your eyes at his casual teasing. "You're impossible, Kinich." He grinned, clearly enjoying how flustered you'd become. "I'm serious, though. I can still leave. I didn't mean to intrude," he said, his tone softening, and you let out a sigh, tugging the shirt that you'd been halfway into over your head and adjusting your shorts. "You can stay. Just next time, knock, all right?" he said after a beat, smiling at him. Kinich gave a mock salute, smiling softly. "Noted." And as you finished getting dressed, you felt his gaze lingering on you, not in a way that made you uncomfortable, but in that familiar, affectionate way that you'd been together long enough to recognize. It's gotten so familiar by now, something that you just gotten used to, and it always made your heart skip a beat. Even now, when you were flustered and embarrassed, his affection was always unwavering. "You look good," he said, his voice soft but sincere, as you were finally done. And you turned to face him fully, a playful smile tugging at your lips. "You're just saying that because you got an eyeful." He laughed softly, stepping closer to you. "Maybe, but I would still mean it," he teased, his hand reaching out to gently tuck a strand of hair behind your ear. And you smiled, leaning into his touch as his hand lingered by your cheek. "You know, I'd be more upset if I didn't know you so well." His thumb traced the side of your face, his smile turning softer. "Lucky me, then." And for a moment, the world outside seemed to disappear, leaving just the two of you in this quiet, intimate space. You'd been flustered moments ago, but now, standing so close to him, you felt nothing but warmth and comfort. Kinich always had that effect on you, turning any awkward or uncomfortable moment into something that felt right. I really didn't mean to walk in on you, he said again, his tone more serious this time, though there was still a hint of amusement in his eyes. But if it means I get to spend a little extra time with you, then maybe it was not the worst thing. You shook your head, but you couldn't help the smile that spread across your face. You really are impossible, Kinich. And yet, you're still here with me, he whispered, leaning in closer, his lips just barely brushing yours. And your heart fluttered as your lips finally met, the warmth of his kiss chasing away any lingering embarrassment. It was soft and slow, the kind of kiss that left you feeling like you were exactly where you were meant to be. And when he pulled back, his forehead rested gently against yours, and you could feel his breath mingling with yours. I love you, he whispered, his voice so soft that it was almost a sigh. I love you too, you mumbled, your fingers tracing the line of his jaw. Even when you walk in at the worst time possible. He chuckled, the sound vibrating against your skin as he pressed a soft kiss to your forehead. Then I'll work on my timing, he promised, his tone light, but filled with sincerity. And you leaned back, smiling at him. That's good, because next time I won't be as forgiving. He chuckled softly. Fair enough. But for now, how about I make it up to you with dinner? I've got something special planned. And those words had finally piqued your curiosity. Oh? What kind of special? He winked at you. Guess you'll just have to wait and see. You laughed softly, shaking your head at him, but you felt a warmth spread through your chest. Despite the embarrassing start to the evening, you wouldn't trade these moments with Kinich for anything. Whether it was his teasing smile, his tender touch, or his unwavering love, you knew one thing for sure. There was no one else you would rather have by your side.